Hey everybody, welcome to Pharrell and the Prophet. I've been on a world tour, 17 fucking time zones. I don't even know where my head is. I
I
did
don't even
catch
know this dude.
typhoid,
I
which
don't
is
even I
very
don't even know this fucking
unbelievable.
guy.
Do you
I,
recognize?
I don't
You
I don't
recognize?
even fucking know you.
I
I
I
don't
cut
care
10
about
pounds.
your red spots on your chest and your diarrhea, your typhoid, your fever, your fucking bullshit. Now you're fucking gone again and you're in nice,
I'm in
beautiful
Arizona,
80-degree weather. Fuck
dude. Is
off.
it snowing
Okay,
there yet?
fuck off. I don't want to hear it. Some other
Hey,
guy wrote me today from
so
Cancun. He can suck a fucking cunt too.
sucker. Hey, listen, you're in a cranky mood. I wish you tomorrow. Listen, with 18 inches of snow, do me a favor. Take out your fake valve and do some shoveling. That should finish it
Yeah,
off.
I went out to. I have
Did you get a
the last
snow
storm.
blower?
I have chunks of ice still frozen. You know, and I had to get rid of them, and so I wouldn't have like ice chunk under the 18
Yeah.
inches of snow. So here's the deal:
Yeah.
we're getting a like a historic blizzard here in a matter of
Yep.
hours, and I'll say this: I don't give a fuck because I got tons of
Yeah. Why would you?
booze, I got tons of food, and I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I'm a fucking
Right.
grown man. I don't fucking
Yeah.
like care about weather. I live in this shit. I'm used to it. I'm not a
Yeah.
pussy like all these people
No.
like you and my other friends running off to the airport
Uh,
to get the fuck out of
yeah.
here like cuz you're so fucking smart. Suck a fucking porno cock.
So I'm out here in Arizona. I'm going to come home, and the end of the tour is New Orleans, which I love. And then you know what? I'm home for like 10 months. You're going to be so fucking sick of me that you're not even going to want to deal with me anymore. And by the way, you better plow out that old lady in the townhouse brownstone next to you, because if she goes out there and tries to plow her fucking sidewalk, she's definitely going to die.
Listen,
So tell
you've been
everybody,
gone for so
be a good
long
Samaritan.
that people are they don't even care anymore about you or your shitty fucking AI engines and your friend fucking Stubby. People are complaining. My picks suck. You don't do picks. You're always fucking gone and you have diarrhea. So fuck whatever you want.
It's not diarrhea. It's not diarrhea, Scott. I do have an intestinal thing going on, and they're
I don't
checking
even
me
like you anymore.
for worms, live worms, to see if I actually have live worms in my body, which would be a
So I want
problem.
you to know
And
that
I
my
what I gonna
son has turned on me. He has,
why not?
well,
Everybody
I
else
mean,
has.
he has. I don't. At least I don't have to fucking leave the season tickets for him when I die because
That's
he
right.
has snapped his Cracker Barrel over the McCarthy hire in Pittsburgh. He's lost his mind that the Steelers have hired the 62-year-old Pittsburgher to Yinzer McCarthy. Remember,
Yeah.
he beat him in the Super Bowl with Rodgers, with the
Yeah.
Packers. That's who they hired
Yeah.
as their head coach for 5 years. And listen, everyone in Pittsburgh, TV, radio, there isn't one person that likes the hire, and they're all complaining and bitching and moaning and groaning, and they're all a bunch of cunts. They're all a bunch of fucking know it alls. They're all a bunch
Oh.
of geniuses. And my son can hang out with all those fucking pussies too, and they can all suck a fucking dick. I'm sick of hearing the bitching. Listen, remember this. They won the North. They went to the playoffs again and lost in the
Yeah.
playoffs. Blame whoever you
What
want,
happens?
but all I know is they'll
Yeah.
win the division again. All I hear about is they should have hired these guys from LA. Yeah, let's get the LA guys into Pittsburgh. That's what we need, more
Yeah. They
West
like
Coast
it there.
LA fucking pussies running our football
Yeah.
team. Here's one thing I learned working for the Steelers in the 80s. Now, remember, I worked for the Steelers when the Chief was alive, and now his grandson's running the team, whatever. So Dan ran the team and won 2 Super Bowls. His son is running the teams, his brother rather, and now his grandson will take over the team at some point. So here's the deal. I know I learned one thing certain. They don't listen to fans and they don't listen to the media. They've never fucking done either or, and they never will. All these guys that think they're so fucking smart in Pittsburgh, you're all a bunch of fucking cunts and douchebags.
Wow. Okay, so everybody in Pittsburgh is a cunt and a
Yes.
douchebag. Would you like to talk about New York, which is where you fucking live? Because
Yes.
John Harbaugh is the Giants coach, and I got to tell you, Scott, that's a good hire. We're going to turn the
Well,
corner.
I
That's
mean,
a
the
good
Steelers
hire.
made him their bitch. So now you can have him. So I know I don't deny the guy can coach. And I think the
He can coach.
Giants are in a better place than they've been
Definitely.
with him running the
Yeah.
show. I think their owner is going to die. And I think that
Definitely.
so I
Definitely.
think he's going to be fine.
Definitely.
I think he's better than
Yeah.
Dable. I think he's better than the last five shitty coaches that Mara has hired. And I think they
Yeah.
finally got it right. So I don't have a problem with that. But
Yeah.
he's another guy that, like McCarthy, like Tomlin, won one Super Bowl. And then they act like he's some kind of guy like, Chuck Noll, who won four Super Bowls. Okay. So
Right.
I don't want to hear it. He won it once. He beat his brother, and
That's
that's
it.
it. And every
Yeah.
other year was a failure. And every year they're favored to win the North, and they don't get it done. The Steelers do. And so, famous last words. This guy's a genius. That guy's a genius. They're all geniuses, but they all have the same thing: one Super Bowl win.
Yeah. Hey,
Is that not
Scotty,
enough for
because of
people?
my
Is
my,
it not
my
enough
travels.
for
No,
you or
listen.
for people?
Here, here, here- no, here's my thing. I like the hire because he fits the mold of your and my friend Tom Coughlin, right, from the
I'll give you
restaurant.
that.
He fits the mold of a Tom Coughlin, and also he's got a little bit of that Parcells. Scott, in New York, you hit it on the head. In Pittsburgh, the family doesn't listen to anybody. We have a little problem in New York because Mara's kid is a douchebag, right? You know that. I know that. Scott, he is causing a lot of these problems. He can't get one fucking hire
Right.
down. I think he got a hire down. Here's what they should do: hand the keys over to him completely. Joe Shine, fuck off. I can't believe you even have a job. Fuck off. Fuck off. And
Did
that's
you
it.
see that
Just
guy?
give it all to
Like, did
Harbaugh.
you see him having an anxiety attack when they announced Harbaugh and he was losing his shit? He couldn't breathe. What the fuck is wrong with him? That guy is a pussy. And the day I
A
saw him
vagine.
talk to Barkley on the phone like a white guy trying to talk to a
Yeah.
brother, that's when I was done with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
Harbaugh's
Hey,
not
I
going to
did want to
listen to
bring
him
up,
either. By the way, it's in his
no.
contract. I don't listen to you, motherfucker. I answer to
Yeah.
the Maras. That's it.
Right. And that I honestly, that's the way it should be because right now they have to clean house. Scotty, if you look at the Giants record over the last 7 or 8 years, we're neck and neck with the Jets for the worst team in fucking the world, right? So they got to start over. They got to start over. Here's the crazy thing. They do have some talent on defense. Not a ton, not a backfield, but they do have some talent. And I think they got a decent young quarterback. If the receiver can come back, and the running back can come back, who knows, Scott? Listen, we got to be better. We can't be worse. We're fucking 2-15 every year.
Listen, I
So
think
I
they're
don't
in
know.
a better place. Fair enough.
They are. Yeah. I
I
mean,
wanted
that's
to
it.
ask you what
That's
you
it.
thought of the Knicks last night. I know you were in Arizona. Can I just say that was
Yeah.
the wildest game? They won it by three, 112, 109.
Yeah.
OG Ananobi is a motherfucker. He had a putback
Beast.
dunk right out of the sky. He pulled
Yeah.
it out of the sky and threw it
Yeah.
down. Then he hit a three. Then he had a fake three and a pass to Shamit for a three. They went up eight. They blew that lead with shitty calls by the refs.
They always
But
blow a
they
lead.
won the game. And guess who had the winning steal?
That's all that matters.
Ananobi. Brunson missed two free
Ananobi.
throws. It was a 3-point game with 5 seconds left. JoJo got the rebound, started up court, threw the ball. Ananobi stole it. Game over. Knicks won. I thought it was a great game. I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching it. I
Yeah.
also enjoyed yesterday watching that UConn overtime win over Villanova. And I also enjoyed watching
Yeah.
Nebraska hit the elite play for us. They were down 6.5, and then they had ass sex with Minnesota and Minneapolis. They just fucking hit them from behind.
Hey, can I ask you a question? I want to go, Carl Anthony Towns. Last year, right? All star. And, last year, all pro, all this stuff going on. Scott, they're talking about having to give him away like he has no value because of the contract. And people now like recognize he's never going to play defense. He's never going to be accountable. He's never going to be accountable. If you can't follow a leader like Brunson, I mean, Minnesota knew what they were doing because right now, New York, y'all wanted to get rid of the big guy, Julius. You'd probably take him back right now.
Listen,
This fucking guy,
you know,
Cat, blows my
whatever.
dick.
Like, I know he's kind of femmy, but he gives you a double double every night, and I don't know what more you want. And so did
Because he
Randall.
can't play defense, Scott.
So what?
He can't
Whatever.
play.
You know what they need? They need Ananobi to play defense, and they need Mitchell to get rebounds, and they
Yeah,
need Brunson
they
to
do.
fucking do his thing, and they need Deuce to
Yeah,
knock down shots. They were playing
yeah.
shitty for a long stretch. Now they got their shit back
Long.
together ever since they played the Nets and did them in the mouth. Now
It's 120 to 66. At one point, it was the biggest lead in modern NBA history from,
it was
from
their
the
biggest
modern
win
stat
over
thing.
them ever. It was their biggest win over
Yeah, yeah.
anyone ever.
Yeah, can I tell you one thing, Scott? Nick Claxton, who I know you love, 6'11" dummy from the Nets. He had a quote. He said, "The Knicks, we always beat the Knicks." Since that quote, he is 0-13 against the Knicks. Hey, Nick, shut the fuck up. You should shut the fuck up
Yeah, I
too.
think
You
the
jerk.
Nets have no say. All right, let's talk about
No say.
today's games. 3 o'clock. It's
Excited,
Pat
buddy. I'm
and Denver
excited.
against Jarrett Stidham, and it was 5.5.
Yeah,
Now it's 3.5, I believe. And
yeah,
I just want to get your feelings on it. I've expressed my feelings on
yeah.
multiple shows, FU and
Sure.
FMP Pod, over the last few days. I just want to say that tomorrow's game, I want to give you the total in terms of today. Um,
Yeah.
it's
What do you got?
it's 43.
42. Oh, I have 42 and a half. Yeah, 43. Okay, 43.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I see it. Whatever. It might fluctuate. Whatever. But it went from 5.5 to 3.5. I just want to. I want to
Yeah.
go back. It was. Listen. It opened at
Sure.
4.5. It's 3.5 now. It was at 5.5 for sure. And then what
Yeah.
I saw like last night was New England minus 220, Denver plus 180 on the money line, and it opened at 40 and a hook, and it moved all the way
Right.
last night to 43. So I just want to get your opinion of it because I've already
Yeah.
expressed my opinion. I took the
Sure.
Denver 5.5 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I think at 5.5, that was an absolutely good bet and a really good value because, listen, the line is danced downward. We get that. My big concern is, you throw a quarterback like that into the mix. Listen, Scott, New England does not have a bad defense partner, and Drake May can still play. So the real question is, can this unbelievable Denver defense just shut him down? I'm not sure they can. The game scares me. At put it this way, if that game buys down to 3 points, I'm on New England.
All right, so
That's where I
so I
am.
want to go to the nightcap at Lumen Field in the Pacific Northwest tonight. Right after this
Sure.
game at around 6:30, they're going to go at it.
Great game, Scott. Great game.
So listen, all right. So I've seen, this thing never moved. It was basically 2.5 when I'm going to give you the open. It was 2.5 at the
Yeah.
open. It's 2.5 now, and
Yeah.
literally, I see nowhere at all. Still, it's at 2.5, right? And then I want to give you
Right.
the total. I see it as well. In terms of the money line, right now, I saw it at like Rams plus $1.20, Seattle minus $1.39, $1.40, and then the open of the total was 47.5. Now, what I saw is around 46.
Yeah.
I even see 45.5 in some houses. In
Yeah.
fact, a lot of them
I
45
think
and
that
a half.
that's too low. I think that's too low. So first of all, I do think that's too low. It's a quarterbacks league, so there's two things going on. Number one, if it's a quarterbacks league, trust me, the Rams are going to win. You and I have really been dancing with Seattle quite a bit this year, and Seattle, I think, is the more well-rounded team. Scott, they are home. I like Seattle, partner, despite the fact that they don't have the better quarterback.
So
What do you
I've
think?
been on them as well, but the problem is I'm worried is they don't cover. It doesn't matter. They beat them by one in overtime, and then they,
Yeah,
let's face facts. So they beat them by one, and then they beat them by two, 21-19, right? So they
Right.
beat them by two,
Yep.
they beat them by one. Now you got to lay two and a hook and beat them by three. The one thing that I think the Rams have going against them is that they've played a ton of road games recently. Let's face facts: the Bears game on the road, Panthers game on the
Yep.
road, Falcons game on the road, Seahawks game on the
Yeah.
road. The only game at home was the last game, the Cardinals. Before that, the Lions. Before that, at Cards, at Panthers. I mean, it's been an array of road games. This is the
Yeah.
NFL. At some point, you're on the road every single game, every single week, except twice in the last month. Every game is on the
Yeah.
road a month
More,
and a half.
more.
More than a
Yeah.
month. You have to, you're
Oh,
in hotels. You're in, now that
yeah.
place is a den of iniquity, this Lumen Field. The crowd's going to be on its ear. At some point, you're on
Yeah.
the road, your luck runs out. So that
Yeah.
defense for me and that team, I
Unbelievable.
think
That
they're destined. Now I
secondary,
can see it.
unbelievable.
I could see Seattle and the Pats just like the Super Bowl we saw when Russell Wilson threw the pick and Butler picked it
Yeah.
off and the Patriots won the Super Bowl. I could see a
At the
rematch
one,
in the
yeah,
Super
at
Bowl,
the one.
but I don't think they'll
Yeah. If
cover.
they Yeah, I'll tell you this. If it does, and I do think that, there is a legitimate chance that it could be New England against Seattle, but I would take Seattle now. I'm curious what the line would be, but Seattle, Scott, I love that team. Who's going to win the MVP this year, partner?
Oh, I think Stafford's going to win the MVP. Let's talk about something that matters: your seat on Emirates and your wet bar, and your how long the flight was, and to have like
Yeah,
a rash on your chest and diarrhea and a fever. But you had a wet bar and a full leg extension and movies for 16 hours. What was it like? And how
it
was
was. Yeah.
Dubai? And how was India? Neither of which I'll ever go to.
Yeah, well, Dubai you should go to because we stayed at an
I'll be
absolutely
your
gorgeous
guest.
place. The hotel chain is called the one and only. I stayed within the hotel compound because I was just a little worried. Like even putting my head up over the wall, all you hear is Jew, Jew.
Oh
So
God.
I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, I ducked. I got back down. So I avoided a lot of that contact. India was absolutely beautiful. The only problem with India, Scott, is there's a lot of people and there's an unbelievable amount of garbage. I mean, Scotty, bro, there's garbage
Well, isn't there
everywhere,
garbage everywhere
everywhere,
here in New York
everywhere,
City?
everywhere.
Vomit and
Scott,
garbage and
you can
urine
no, no, no,
and
Scott.
shit.
I am talking, dude. It's different. Trust me, it's different. It's like a bad day in Beijing. It's really bad, Scott. I
Wow.
mean, it's just, bro. You get a sore throat. No, like drive through. Everywhere is crowded. Let me give you the stat because you're a numbers guy. Here's the stat: India is one third the size of the USA. It has three and a half times as many people. Scott, there's no room for anybody. There's no room. There's no Montana. There's no room. There's no open space. There's no fresh air.
Well,
There's
how was the
nothing.
wedding?
The wedding was great, though. You get behind the walls. It was absolutely great. It was a blessing. But my nephew Scott, bands, fireworks for real. The groom came in on a speedboat right up into into this little inlet lock. Jumps out. They have storytellers. There was an acting troupe. 3 days of absolute madness. I bought three outfits. I looked, I was best dressed American in India.
I
Scott,
saw
it
your
is
outfit.
absolutely
It was really
unbelievable.
gay.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's that. No, it was pretty cool. Scotty, you got it. If you do get a chance to go to an Indian wedding, it never stops, bro. It starts and it just keeps going. Like 3 days later,
I
it's
don't really
going
go there
and going
because
and
I'd
going.
probably get busted for drugs and do life in prison.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the other thing you wouldn't like there, first off, you would be gigantor. I'm going to say that right now. You would literally walk down the street because everybody is a
Right.
toothpick and they're all like 5'7". Because here's what happens: you don't grow tall on broccoli and rice. You just don't get very big, right? Because there's no protein in that, Scott. So their muscles and their bones are not they don't grow big. So you would truly be
People
a
are gonna
Goliath.
freak
New
that you're
Delhi.
actually on a show on this app on profitable.tv. I think people are gonna fucking they're gonna like, they're gonna gag like you do, when you gag.
Yeah.
Like, you know who I am, kid. You're gonna gag because you're finally on a show. You haven't been on a show in, I mean, over a month, and
Yes.
you've done no AI, like I said before. So I think people are, I think people have turned on you.
I don't think they've turned on me. As a matter of fact, I'm getting a lot of sidebars, and they all say, "Welcome the fuck back, God. We need you." And I say, you know what, guys, I really appreciate
I
that.
just want to
Scotty has
say,
really held down the
people
fort.
that
He's
talk shit about me and never stop bitching now on the
They love you. They
no,
love
fuck
you.
off. I'd block them. And I don't care what you think
Do you?
either. If I don't like you anymore, go fuck your mother.
You know, my mom passed, Scott.
Not so's mine. I'm talking about people. People. Like
Oh, I thought you wanted me to
I
fuck my
like
mother. I
you.
guess
I'm talking about people that
she's
bitch and
gone.
complain. If I get bets wrong, you want to complain? Fuck your mother in her mouth.
In her mouth. So do you mean like straddle your mother and fuck her throat? I mean, because there would
That's
be people
exactly
who would
what
say
I'm
that's
talking about.
disgusting.
By the way, I think my
That's
pizza's here.
disgusting. Oh, what? Your
Yeah, I
pizza?
ordered a pizza this morning to eat because
What kind of topping? What kind of
I
topping?
got sausage and meatballs.
You know what? That'll give you the kind of protein base you need to put your fucking snowblower right down 43rd Street and clean up the whole damn
I
thing. Are you
believe
going to
in
be
my
out
new
there
mayor.
shoveling?
He's gonna have all the streets cleaned within an hour.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
he's not. Mondavi also. Where's he
Is
from,
he
Scott?
was
What?
at your wedding. He's from there.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he Indian or is he Pakistani? I don't know what he is.
Fucking no, I don't care.
You don't know what it is. Nobody cares what he is. He's going to ruin New York. All right, look, you enjoy your pizza. Guys, watch these fucking games today. Tomorrow, there may be some mystery drops. We've got some props that Scotty and I are mixing around in the fucking Indian mixing bowl with a little bit of curry.
You
So
have to
keep an eye on
fucking
that.
get a bunch of AI props for the Super Bowl when we find out tonight who's in it. You have to drop like 25 prop bets because you've done nothing for a
Oh,
month and a half.
oh, that hurts, bro. It really hurts. I love you.
See ya.